Well, I guess I would start off by saying we're really happy to be at home. We weren't expecting as long of a road trip as we had. Having a week off in between Kentucky and going to Carbondale to open up our conference season, we were chomping at the bit to play, and we were looking forward to this past weekend to make sure that we could get our Illinois State series in as well. And it just happened to work out that we ended up playing two series in Carbondale, Illinois, and spending all of spring break in Carbondale. But we took the positive out of it, and we got three really good practices outside, on the dirt, under the sun, and it was great to be able to get a lot of work done. From a fun standpoint, it probably wasn't the number one choice of any one of our players to be on spring break. I think Coach Blaylock from Southern was going to make up some spring break and Carbondale t-shirts for our team. But they were a great host. Their field crew got everything ready for us every day for practice. I think they were impressed at the way our kids cleaned up after themselves, which was nice to hear from them as coaches. We know we're teaching them the right things to do. But we had a good week, and opened up the conference week or season with 2 wins at Southern Illinois, 2 really tough games, 10-inning game, and the first one came out on the 1-run win there. And really, you'll never see it on paper, but probably one of the biggest plays of the game was in the 8th or 9th inning, fly ball, sac fly to right field, and Sammy Olson threw a kid out at the plate to end the inning to keep us going. Huge play in the game. It was one of those balls that when it was hit, you're like, uh-oh. And I'm sure they were thinking, yes, it's over. And she came up with a great play, threw a strike to the plate. Nicole Fisher hung in there and made a play. That was a big pivotal play in that game. Game 2, much of the same, really. We came out and really scored quick, scored 5 runs in the first couple innings. And I felt like after game 1, our kids were on edge the whole time. They were playing tough, really intense, and then kind of got that cushion and relaxed a little bit. And that's one of the teams you definitely don't want to do that to in the league is Southern Illinois, and they scratched right back. And we ended up having to hold on to it at the end. But it was great to see our kids come out and finish, even in a situation that we kind of put ourselves in. But to get 2 wins on the road at Southern is big. Sunday's game was weathered out. It was amazing to see it go from 70 degrees to freezing rain and snow. And then got a good practice in on Monday. Tuesday we headed up north to Edwardsville, played a single game there. Got a good win, 6-1. It probably wasn't indicative of how close the game really was. We came up with a couple of big hits late. Alyssa Buchanan, another pinch hit, 2-run homer. But it was a really tough ball game, really well played. We headed what we called home back to Carbondale and got 2 practices in and then faced off against Illinois State. Game 1 against Illinois State was another tough ball game, back and forth, really well played. We came out on the short end, and then game 2, I just felt like it was kind of culmination of the whole week, and they were just kind of drained. Didn't really have a great performance in game 2. And ended up dropping the doubleheader to Illinois State. And really there wasn't much to be said at the end of that game except we still have one more day. We can't just go home. We have to do it, so we might as well do it well. And they responded and did a great job on Sunday. Another tough game. But the things that we didn't do well on Saturday, we did do well. We threw runners out. We were tough. We competed at the plate. And we got the clutch hits, and they were getting them on Saturday, and we got them on Sunday. A big 2-run homer by Chelsea Ross to put us ahead, and then Nicole Fisher, who has been getting really hot this last week, which we know from last year is a very streaky hitter, and so we got to get her going and get her hot and get her back in the middle of our lineup. And she hit a solo homer to give us the edge there, and it's a good win. And now we're back home, which is great. Get them some time away from each other, and then get ready to play our home series against Evansville this weekend. Right now, obviously, it looks like it's going to be played in the Dome. We'd love to be outside, but We've got the dome ready to go. Game times right now are 3:30, 5:30 on Saturday, and noon on Sunday. So that's still tentative, but that's what we're looking at. So, any questions?
How far away is your field?
You know,